So what is our solution to when Thomas isn't available?
No solution. Friend, let me tell the people at the FA something. Of late, they've developed the tendency of hiding the selection of our team from us.
Sure.
They shouldn't dare.
But they'll do a press conference.
So
Me like this, the press conference, I know when I get there, they will not allow me to
They
ask
will
questions.
allow you.
Me,
Yes, they will allow you.
Geto Kreku will gather his people
He
to
won't
come and
be
beat
there.
me up.
He won't be there. He's a
His-
coach and the technical
Masa.
Because every day you are talking against the man.
I'm not talking against the man. I praise him when he deserves to be praised. I rubbish him when he deserves to be rubbished.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
What
When
are you
he
talking
said,
about?
what are you talking about?
No, you.
Me now, you.
But what? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Malango Podcast by Betway. I'm back on the show, and I've got a very interesting array of people. Actually, he's not here. Neither is Sicho, but I've brought one of my best friends in the industry, making his debut on the show. Danike, of course, is here. Coach is here.
You see,
Hold on.
You are very funny.
Hold on, Coach.
I've always been telling you that you are
What
funny.
is allow? Let me
No,
finish.
but the introduction was wrong.
Coach, come and sit down here. Introduce yourself.
No, you can't say you've brought one of my best friend. You should have said you brought one of our best friend. Oh, a problem. There be a cast
You see that you have
a problem. You see,
you have a
DK,
problem.
you see, he won't admit to the problem. Oh.
Coach,
You won't admit to the
DK,
problem.
hold on.
Oh, a problem.
Coach
Me
has
too
a
for out
problem.
here.
Coach, you have a problem with some people, no?
How?
No. I mean, naturally, you have a problem with some people.
Like you, I have a problem with you.
Good. It is possible that you also have a problem.
Oh, no.
With Graham.
No.
So maybe Graham is not your best friend.
No. Look at this funny man.
He's funny.
You are very funny. This man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Benjamin Willie Graham, one of the country's best commentators.
Finest. One of the finest.
One of the country's finest broadcasters.
English commentator.
One of the, yes.
Hey, what destroy everything? Is it correct? What is this man playing? No.
What is wrong with that commentary you just did? It was fantastic.
Look at this man.
Everything.
Now I destroy everything.
What
Man.
destroy everything?
No, that line is one of the most iconic lines.
Thank you. Good. Why destroy everything, man?
No,
I say everything.
but that guy.
Now we can use comfortably.
Because
One of the most iconic commentaries.
every single Ghanaian watching it felt.
Remembers that? Yes. And that is how we remember that competition.
No, but the way
Because of that, coach, you even know the hairstyle of the player who took the penalty.
That commentary was excellent.
the Rastaman.
That was not true. That commentary was excellent. Look, we were so. You see, the whole country were getting ready to jubilate.
Yeah.
The commentator, the
Why
summarizer.
this-
Everything.
I like
Maybe you know, it started with, hey, Jimmy. No,
Come.
this is a Jimmy.
No, you see, the way he was calm and he said, but destroy everything.
Yeah, that was the camera part. Like the initial reaction
I
was,
thought it was going, and I thought it was done. Then it was like, now we can lose.
Comfortably. Meanwhile, that was like the voluntary kick. We still
Yes.
had a chance to
Now we're going
But you
to.
ruin us. You can lose
But
comfortably.
that competition.
and that was the last
honestly,
time I heard of that kid. Oh. It was
That
a left back.
Yeah,
eh?
left back.
Yeah.
I thought that competition too was our make or break.
Yeah, we should have qualified.
That
We deserve to qualify.
two penalty shootout.
Yes.
Back to back.
Yes.
The semi-final and the third.
Yes. We lost both.
I was
One
so
to South Africa,
look,
one to Egypt.
Once you
It appears that the Olympic
I
Games,
was so
we can't make
sad
it.
for the head coach.
He did a lot. He
Right.
did well.
That
In
was
fact, Tanko did so well in that
Done a
tournament.
lot.
Yeah.
Some of us were following the
He
team
did
everywhere,
really
calling
well.
him.
So, you
What-
see-
Charlie, chatting him.
You see the difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me officially welcome Benjamin Willie Graham to the show.
Thank you
Ben,
so much, brother.
how are you?
It's a pleasure always.
Yeah. That's the official voice of the Ghana Premier League for the longest. How long have you been doing Ghana Premier League?
Wow. 2013, that was when I started.
Yeah, that's 13 years of Ghana Premier League commentary.
But time they go.
That was-
Time to go.
that was
And
when-
Graham is an old man.
Oh, don't mind this man.
Oh, he's a young man.
that was when Super Sport came. I think I was doing it when GTV was handling it bits and pieces, and
Yeah.
then Super Sport officially took over.
Yes.
And that was
And
it.
then
I
he
start-
became
I started
official
with Star
commentator.
Times.
Yeah.
And the waffle too.
Waffle.
The waffle.
Oh,
Yeah.
AFCON Chan.
But I was
one of your better
You know,
pieces.
recently I was
The tournament we're talking about, you did commentary.
yeah, with
Yes.
Barry.
Yeah,
The one who stepped in Cape Coast.
Larry.
Barry of late blessed memory. Recently, I think I posted on his TikTok and I had to repost it. Vincent Atinga, I remember it was
He was a penalty taker.
yeah. And then you had that team. Some of them could have.
No,
played the Black
Patrick
Stars.
Razak, Atinga,
That's
Abbey,
Yeah,
Thomas
Safo.
Abbey, Wilford Kobana. It was a really good team.
The House of
That
Hook
team,
left
yeah.
foot.
What is the name of the
No,
Breaking
and
Chelsea
then-
striker? Steven Safo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who was the
Was
goalkeeper?
Safo and
crowd?
Kizito, two top.
Yeah.
Charlie, that was a good tournament.
It was a really good team. And that was 2017 Cape Coast.
Yeah.
One of the best, if not the best waffle tournament I've ever seen
Yeah.
in terms of
With the
organization,
one we had-
broadcast, even the fans, right?
Yeah.
That was what we used to really open the Cape Coast Stadium.
Unfortunately, I mean, the interesting bit of it, the production team were from Holland.
Yeah.
So they were Dutch guys.
The Fox
So
people.
The quality, Charlie.
That was the first time I saw drone shots. The first time we
Yeah.
did drone shot, for the games. And it was just not the small drones. You could actually hear like chopper.
Yeah,
Picking
we
and
played
stuff.
Nigeria in the final, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you play
yeah.
them. You know the funny thing? We actually going out of the competition at the round robin stage.
Yes, I remember.
There was a last minute penalty against Gambia.
Yeah, that saved us.
The Gambians were so angry with us that eventually we had to go through.
The job is the job.
It has gone.
Is it even
I remember Barry was like, if Ghana gets out, the tournament is done.
Yeah.
So, but we have to find a way to qualify.
Of course.
We'll find a way. And it was a really good, it was a well-patronized tournament as well, to be fair.
But for
The
the subsequent
fans,
one in Senegal, I think we didn't do well.
Mm.
We got
Yeah.
out earlier.
Yeah.
Do well.
So, Graham, it's a pleasure to have you. Welcome to the show.
I've always.
You're still doing Ghana Premier League, obviously.
Yeah.
With the current season. What have you made of this season overall?
I was going
you've...
to talk about Tanko.
Yeah.
I mean, when he was at the team that went on relegation, what's the name? The Accra Lions.
Accra Lions.
I thought some people were going to judge him with the performance of Accra Lions. And I was looking at the Mediama setup because the other coaches that had gone to Mediama and not survived. But from what I see at Mediama compared to, because initially I thought Adriana Stars were going to win the league because they started very well. But it appears that the scouting work at Mediama is completely different. Honestly. If you watch Salim Adams play and the way he's
carrying the team.
I'm like, where from this guy? Hearts of Folk, they said he was a
Didn't
lazy
look
player.
decent.
They said he was a lazy player. Then he went to the US and came back. I said, okay, then that confirms what they are saying because it didn't make sense for him to go to the US and come back. But now it appears that even the Black Stars, he can still play the Black Stars. There are those who are clamoring for him to be in the Black Stars team. I don't know.
The coach is one of them. His coach is one of them.
Oh, okay.
In fact, his coach is the one leading.
Because see, the reason I think I would need him is this guy is good at set pieces. No matter where the ball he plays, this guy can score. Long ranges, Salim is there. And he finds himself in very good positions, especially behind the 18-yard where he can shoot. So how many times have we done that with the Black Stars? If Kudus is not doing it, who is going to do that?
Jordan.
You see, for him,
Again.
Anyway, so I'm glad that coach, you're going to say something.
Yeah, I was going to say something about the player. His biggest challenge is here.
Right.
If he's in the right frame of mind, from the way he plays the game to enjoy the game. For such player or for such players, it is what is going on here
Whether they can turn it on.
that will turn it on. And he needs to be guided and constantly be advised that respect where you've gotten to. And based on where you are now, these are the things you cannot do. These are the things you should be doing. This is how your commitment level towards whatever you have to do is supposed to be like. So if you look at the coach handling him now, I've been very close to Brian Tanko for some time. I'm not surprised he's gotten that performances from him because Tanko is very meticulous in his methods. And you do it in a certain way or you step aside. And for players like that, once you, the coach, show that he's the man for the job and you believe in him, you psych him up correctly, you go out there and then he'll play his football. That's why you see him playing the game not under too much pressure, but very relaxed. But he's doing the job steadily. And if you don't sit back to watch, you may think he's not the main man, but you just plug him from there. You see a big hole. That is when you begin to admit that, oh, okay, he's the main man.
So
you talk about the black
this friendly matches in Austria and Germany. You think he should play?
Yeah, I think him. But there's this other boy, Steven something.
With him?
He used to be
from which team?
At Villarreal.
And now?
What I'm hearing is that when Partey came, he left.
Okay.
A Ghanaian player.
A Ghanaian player.
At Villarreal.
He used to be at, is it Stephen? He's no longer at Villarreal. Somebody spoke to me about him. So I've gone to watch some of his games. And I was asking myself, he's a midfielder. And from the way he plays the game, if the Black Stars handlers are seriously scouting, we should take him and go and play these friendly games.
You found him?
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
The story I'm seeing is Emmanuel Lomuti.
Oh no.
No, that's right.
I think, I even asked the person to send me his details. I'll look for it on my phone.
Do you think that some of the local players should go to the friendlies?
No,
No?
I haven't found it. But you see, as you mentioned, look,
The friendlies, two friendlies in Germany. Exposure, bro.
Look, if it was not in the World Cup year, fine.
Okay.
But it's a World Cup year. We didn't go to the AFCON. It's a game where my point is take the players that have been with it.
There's little room for trial.
Little room for trial and error. We don't have time for it. Maybe if it was after the World Cup.
When we're going to the 2014, we went to play some matches in Holland. I think we played the national team. Remember, that was when Akameko got injured. Yeah. How we tried blending. At least the core team was there. Look, the core team was there.
The thing is, the idea is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But it's the current circumstances and the context. In 2014, 2010, 2006, the Black Stars team was set.
Okay.
Like we had, you could name the starting 11, and you knew exactly what they would do for you. So then the players who were adding on were players who would probably come and sit on
and
the
give
bench
us depth.
Give us depth. They were not players who.
But do we have that depth
now? Even the players who start, we are not too convinced. We don't know what exactly they can give us. That's why I say we have little room for trial.
For trials.
This is the time where Partey needs to build that understanding with whoever.
Does he have a frame of mind? Does he have a frame of mind to be there?
Partey.
Yeah, he'll be there.
That is another.
Does he have a frame
it's
of
a
mind?
very difficult situation.
It is a very difficult
But
situation.
he'll be there.
I get the fact that he'll be there. But mentally.
Yeah, when you speak to him, he's very calm. Very, very calm. And the only thing he will tell you that nothing will stand in his way to save Madagascar at the World Cup. He said, Coach, no matter what is going on, if I'm fit and I'm on the pitch, everybody will forget about what is going on.
Why is the Villarreal coach saying that Partey they bought from Arsenal is what he's seeing on the pitch?
No, as for him, there's a whole concept because the man is not getting younger, his age, and you are pairing him with another person who is far older than him. What do you think in the midfield? There'll be
why single out one?
Of course, you know them. They will never talk about their own. You know them.
Again, for me, I wasn't impressed with that statement.
Yeah, it was very disturbing.
It's
something
we should come to expect.
Yeah, I have a question that I really want to ask all of you. We have obviously, I'm sure maybe next week or 2 weeks from now, Tuado will name a squad for those friendly matches against Austria and Germany. The World Cup obviously is like give or take 3 months away.
Sure,
I would say. So my ultimate question is that every World Cup year, that Ghana has, like every World Cup year, when we have qualified for the World Cup, there's always been a breakthrough star, a player that crashes the gate, if you know what I mean. Like every World Cup squad, there's a player that is never part of the qualifiers and then it always crashes into
finds a way into the team.
finds a way into the team as we approach the World Cup. When you cast your net around, do you see any such player at the moment that could potentially be gate crashing their way into our World Cup squad? Because I would say, and while you think about it, I would say that for me, I don't know where Otto Addo will look, but I think by all means, Otto needs to find a right back.
Yeah.
And I think there is an opportunity at right back for any player that can do a job there. Because I think the technical team realizes and understands that, as coach has often said, that midfield, Yenchi has to go in there. Because the options in there are not necessarily great. And Yenchi does a much, much better job in midfield than he does at right back. He does a good job, a decent job at right back, but he's better used in midfield. And I think the team will benefit more with him in midfield if we can find a right back solution. And I think the managers of the team are desperate. And the only reason we are in this situation is because of the injury to Tariq Lamptey.
Okay.
Because we had a very reliable right back in Tariq Lamptey.
Was he even starting? He wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
In fact,
But
both Tariq and Alidu got injured.
yes, at the same time, around the same
But
time.
Ali do the
So-
onyadie. Onu the
It's fair
onyadie.
enough. So Alidu is right now the only option at right back for the team. And that's why, as coach said, even he's not playing because Yenchi is deemed to be a better option than him at right back. And Yenchi has been favored over him in the last, I don't know, maybe 5 games that we've seen from the national team. So I'm saying that I see an opportunity at right back. And that's why I probably think maybe a local player could come in and do a job. And you've been doing the Ghana Premier League all season. Have you seen any right back in the league that could do a job? People have mentioned the Kotoko right back and said that maybe he could do a good job. I don't know. But, you know, I feel like there is a real opportunity for someone to step in and do a job. The Lodamwa kid is the one I'm talking about.
I mean,
He plays for Kotoko. Eh?
Yeah, he plays for Kotoko. He's having a good season, to be fair.
Yeah,
But the point is, we need and there's history of local players playing a fullback and doing well.
I want to mention.
But those
The ones who have come through.
those standard.
Yeah.
What those guys.
Yeah.
Wait.
The Ghana Premier League now, you can't
it's
compare.
different.
No, wait, but is a
I'm not
person?
saying-
Is a person?
I'm just asking a question.
Is the right back, the local person, whoever is going to be a starter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Once there's a problem.
And that's why I mentioned the issue.
You remember
of
that
like
Habib?
people
Habib,
get
what's his
crashing
name?
and not just being bench warmers.
That was Habib. 2006 when Kufo was.
That was
benched.
06.
06. Yeah. What's the name?
Habib Mohammed.
Habib Mohammed, yes.
Dramani also came in at the point when I think there was somebody who was also injured and he had to stop starting, and then he was fantastic there. I get the point. 2010, who was
Even as for 2006, we had 3 of them.
Yeah.
Hamid Dramani was a local boy.
Yeah.
Sheila Eliasu was a local boy.
yes,
And Habib
Yeah,
Mohammed was a local boy.
and then
Even
20
Dankwe.
Dankwe, he was on the
Yeah,
bench.
so he's talking about starters. Yes,
The
exactly.
starters. That 2010. Let's go back because 2010, remember, was the AFCON in Angola.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
That the
what
big
brought
boys.
Inkum.
Yes, it's not the big
And
boys.
then
Harrison, all of these boys.
Harrison Affo,
Yeah.
and all those boys coming in again. So it means that at that time it was the AFCON because the ASEAN got injured,
See,
other players got injured,
the
But the
That
level
game
of the
as
Ghana
you see-
Premier League thing,
because some of them were already playing AFCON
it's not even
qualifiers in terms of.
2009.
All he's saying is that he's making your point. It's
Yeah,
exactly
they
your
had
point.
they had
That
started
they
already.
didn't just show up.
Uh-huh.
They had been. They
So
had been
they
part of the.
were part of the qualifiers,
competitive level.
competitive
Like
level, and then eventually got into the
But I'm
AFCON.
saying even the metric to get
That
them
is
into
also
the
true.
team
That is also true.
Yeah.
in the
that's also
first
true.
place, the Ghana Premier League was up there.
That is why
Chelsea were reaching.
Reaching the group
Yeah.
stage.
That is why
the Chan
again-
team were reaching finals.
You see, for me, anytime we talk about this issue, look,
We feel sad.
I feel sad. And I've always said it. I can never forgive the people for not qualifying to the AFCON.
That was the perfect opportunity.
That was the opportunity to solve most of these problems.
It's true. No,
Okay.
as for this matter, it's true.
That's a very
You
bad
see,
point.
most of this problem would have given the technical team the opportunity
Yeah.
to fix some of these problems. try some of these guys who are knocking at the periphery of the team and say, look, let's be bold enough and say, come on, get in there and let's see what you can do. So like Kranti said, these friendly games, we have not.
You can't really go and try new players like that.
We can't.
You need to look for chemistry.
You can't.
We can't.
You have to go in search of chemistry.
Because after this, that's it.
Look,
Team
the
balance.
issue, it's a very big issue here.
It's a massive issue.
Because we see, for example, look at the other teams that are going to the World Cup that qualify to the AFCON. Look at Morocco. Look at Senegal. Look at the other Algeria. Everybody has a clear idea of
what they're going to do,
where the problems are, and what they need to do to fix.
I mean, the good thing is that probably could be the first World Cup that the local goalkeeper will be the main man in post.
Yes, for him, we
He's
all
earned his
support him.
spots.
Yeah,
He's
that one.
earned the right to be the
But there are
number one.
those who are saying, you remember the last game? There are those who are saying one
no, you see,
one
as
shot,
for- You see, as for one shot via one it's sad when people tend to go
Yeah,
along
this
that
matter we're
tangent.
discussing, sir. I don't even want that. to
It's
go that
sad.
way.
At the end of the day, do we have a better person?
I mean, the best goalkeeper so far in the Premier League.
I don't think we've got a better person than him.
Mhm.
So whether Ochi or Nchi, he's the best.
Yeah.
You put him in.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
So, guys, back to my right back matter. So then, if we are not looking,
Trent
locally,
Ebeniho,
where are we
No,
looking?
you see,
the
Pray
standard.
for Tariq's recovery.
no, I mean, he's not going to make
No,
it.
he's not going to make
he's
it to
not
the
gonna
World
make
Cup. If up to now he's still not playing,
it. No, he's not.
he
Yeah.
didn't. No, he's
But
not going to.
who are the right backs locally, Pooh, that you trust? Lord
My
Amor, yes.
boy, Dima.
Yeah, but
My
still,
boy-
no. That's one of
Is
them.
it, we shouldn't.
He's
look
probably
at
the
this-
best of the lot.
No, but he cried
Meanwhile,
or a
you see,
substandard.
do you know what bothers me about this whole? Look, I'm of the view that, and several national teams have done it. There are how many sports? 26 sports going into the World Cup.
Mhm.
Everybody knows that not all 26 players
Of
will
course,
play.
of course.
There are certain sports that you give for different reasons. Some, for example, Brazil 94, Ronaldo, they knew he won't play, but he was a young guy with potential. They wanted him to get that
Brabe
experience.
Shebi.
Walcott also went to the 2006 World Cup at the expense of Darren Bent and this guy who had. Darren Bent was the highest scoring English player in the Premier
was
League that
uproar.
season. There was uproar, but the
They still did
argument
it.
was he's a young boy, he has potential, we are taking him to. People find all sorts of reasons to take players to the World Cup. If you are saying that you are going to allocate some 1 or 2 spots, me, it's not really an issue for me.
Right.
But if you want somebody who is actually going to play, then it becomes an issue. Because the level of the World Cup, it is the highest level in football. Highest. No second chances. No opportunity to recover from mistakes. If you fool punish, you are coming up against the best of the best. So if the person is not the best of the best, then the person should not go. I don't get why a couple months ago it was the Midiama right back, the Kamara Dini
Yeah, he's
boy.
still there. Still playing.
The guy has gone. He's left Ghana Premier League.
Mm-hmm. Come on,
Then all
Dini.
of a sudden we've moved
He's a
the
left back, yeah.
He's there.
we've moved the conversation to Lord Amwa.
Mhm.
So is it that the Kamara Dini guy is not good again or what? Or he has stopped playing football or what? It's just because he's left the Ghana Premier League. That's why he's not.
Maybe where he is, he's
But
not
also,
playing.
he was a left back.
He was no, but they played
But Kamara
him
is still back at Midiama.
right back.
Is it Kamadin? What's the other one? There was one that we called consistently left back.
No, that was the
Mas-
Samatex boy.
No, there's something. One.
No, the Samatex guy is the one who was playing left back through the AFCON qualifiers. They called him the Samatex boy. But the Unity Cup, he even played at right
I remember that.
right wing
Yeah,
back,
I've
and
seen
then
it. That
right
nation's centre back.
I remember that boy.
You remember that guy?
that was Razak Simpson.
Yeah.
Simpson.
Yeah. But the point is, look, if you want to do that, fine. Me, I don't mind. Because, look, 2006, there were 23 players. Now there are 26 players. If you're adding the 3 extra players they are not going to play. You need your 11 players you are sure of. And an extra, let's say, 7, 8 players, 18 players you are banging your hopes on. There may be some 3 extra who support those 18 players. Then after that, whatever you want to do, just if the reason makes sense more, me, I don't mind. But if you are talking about a position that has a need, and that's what you're talking about, that's
Yes,
a conversation here,
yes.
right back. We have a genuine need.
Yeah.
let's not just give it to somebody because Charlie.
So
Playing in Ghana Premier League on Sunday, then next week you are playing World Cup.
Okay, I understand your point 100%. The only reason, I would be honest, the only reason I mentioned him is it goes back to what coach said. So right now,
let me
so
conclude
for
this
me,
point
like
so
we are
that
throwing names
let me
out
conclude
there.
this point so that it's clear. Remember when the Benjamin Nasari case came? I said that me if it was for the Chad game, I didn't mind, but I didn't think generally going for it because Ghana Premier League is not the right standard for me to judge a player. But they gave him an extended period of time against what I wanted, and I thought
And genuinely, you were.
So if we had time, and maybe you gave Lord Amwa 1, 2, 3 games in competitive fixtures, and the guy is doing well, I'll be an evil person who and say don't give it to him just because in the context of the Black Stars, he has done well, so maybe he's ended. But we don't have time. We don't to come and give him 2 friendlies, and based on those 2 friendlies, you carry him to a World Cup. It's too much of a risk.
I mean, for the argument you're making, beyond the right back conversation, the midfield is already set.
The midfield is already
Even
set.
there is problem.
You see, that's what
If
I'm
you
also
move
coming from.
Yanchi in there,
Still there's problem.
what's the problem, coach?
The problem is, you see, it's always a problem when all of us seated here, we don't know what our head coach is going to do.
Of course.
We don't have an identity as a team. So if you look at that midfield, apart from Thomas Partey, we are hoping that Yirinchi will be brought in there and he and Partey will form some form of chemistry.
Sorry, Kudus is yet to recover, is it?
Yeah, he's yet to
You missed
recover.
the 2 games.
He will miss
He'll
the
miss.
the 2 games.
But then his recovery and
No, he'll be back before the 2 games, but he won't
I
play.
get it. So he would still be fit before our first game.
Oh yeah, crap.
Oh, way before.
He's coming back.
I said he'll be fit
Late
before
March.
the 2 games.
Okay.
He
We
just-
pray that when he comes
players
back,
come back
He'll
from
be back
injury,
in
but when
training.
players come back
Yeah,
from
he'll be
injury,
back in
it is-
training by the
when
We
time
hope
he
that
plays.
players
be a
come back from
setback,
injury, you know they are very careful.
But
Yeah.
he'll play at least the last 6-7 games of the season. So,
Okay, that's fine.
okay, so like I'm saying, there are issues there. There are issues there because we don't know. You see, in 2006, in 2010, we knew our combo and then we knew where our strength is. This current Black Stars team, there's no department that you can boldly say that this is our strength. Yeah. This is the foundation of the team upon which the other department will flourish.
There's no nexus.
There's no nexus.
So in other words, you're saying that our team is not predictable in a bad way.
But would you expect Shako to start?
No, he's
No.
not starting.
Everybody present, I don't see him start.
He's not starting.
Oh. I
But
mean,
the
in
team
terms of
picks- the only thing about this team is we don't know who's partnering Partey. But you can name the first 11.
I get it. The reason why I asked, in terms of his performance at Leicester this season,
He's a good option to have.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's a good option to have on the bench.
I mean, performance-wise,
But
club level.
You see, club level performance-wise, we saw that ball in the EPL. He didn't cut it. He didn't cut it.
He also missed the last chunk of the season.
No, he never
Until
He played
No,
like
he
the first
played.
2 weeks and then
He-
got injured.
No, he played more
so
than
that's
2
what I'm
weeks.
saying. Like he missed it.
He played more than 2 weeks.
No, I don't like after. I think no,
Coach, yeah.
November international.
Yes,
break.
that was
Yeah.
when he got hurt.
But he was doing well.
No, he didn't
No,
cut it.
coach, but to be fair to him, he missed a large chunk of
Oh,
the
Yeah, because of injury.
French.
Yeah.
The season started in August, September, October,
No
November.
problem.
The point I'm making is that the sort of dominance, I'm using the word dominance, that he's shown in the championship, he didn't show that in the EPL.
I understand.
So I'm beginning to look at him and say, when the stages are that top level, he doesn't walk into this team.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't. So he's a good option to have on the bench, but he doesn't. But you see, in addressing
Where he plays, for example, just before you go on, who do you see ahead of him in that position, just so that people know what?
from the way our coach has been playing, he's most often been pushing Kudus there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
his
Kudus
competition
plays.
is-
He said,
Yes.
who goes into your midfield? Thomas Yenchi and who?
Look,
If you had
I would play 3 midfielders.
who and who and who?
The identity I would have given to this team would have been the 4-3-3.
4-3-3.
Yes.
Okay.
I would have, I would need the Yirinchi boy to sit.
Do you think he has the tactical discipline to do that? Because he's a
Is he-
box-to-box midfielder.
Is it alongside Thomas Partey? I think there'll be a lot more coaching. And it's at that level, there are times where you don't play based on exuberance or how excited you want to be. You need to be tactically disciplined. And this Black Stars team has shown that against a proper opposition, we find it difficult to come back when we are losing game.
Yeah.
So what we cannot afford to do is to put ourselves in a position where we need to chase the game.
Okay. So you tell me your midfield.
But again,
tell me your midfield three.
I get it. Our attacking play, especially when we are chasing the game. Remember we did that at home. Which game we lost 1-0 in Kumasi.
Angola.
That was last minute.
The partnership. I remember one of the games I spoke about it with somebody that's playing what's the name of this club? Bilbao striker Inaki. We always play him in central when he normally does well on the wide wings. So right now you're going to the World Cup. Okay, you have someone you're doing better. So you still go with Jordan.
Okay, so Graham, you
That
hold on
is
the
a-
attack conversation. We are building the team up to that point.
Yes.
I want coach to finish with the midfield, then we go to the
So you
attack.
see, in
So
midfield,
you said that you would have, just to remind you what you were saying, that you would have Bianchi sit.
Yeah.
And I said I had issues with his discipline.
yes, I'll have him sit
Okay.
and I'll give Thomas Partey that free role within the three in midfield. Because you see,
Who will be your third player? That's what I'm
that is what I'm thinking through now.
I can see that coach is not mentioning the player.
I'm thinking through because maybe on top of my head you say Sibo.
Okay.
Sibo.
Yeah.
So that
That's also a very good option.
with Sibo, Partey and Urenchi, Partey can be given the license. So that just tell Urenchi and Sibo, win the ball, give it to the controller, let him involve the others in the attacking third of the opponent.
I have a wild idea.
What is that?
How about a midfield three of Thomas, Yenshi, and Kudus? Hold on.
Is it? Yeah,
Let me finish.
I
And this is how
had
I
that
would
thought.
arrange it.
I had that thought.
I would say
4-2 in the hole.
Thomas. More like Thomas.
Kudus in the
Thomas
hole.
is the deepest lying player. Like for me, like the 4-3-3 you mentioned, that's what gave me the idea.
Yeah.
That would be similar to the AC Milan 4-3-3.
Yes.
So that's Pirlo.
Yeah,
in
that's
Thomas.
Pirlo.
And then you have Gattuso and Seedorf. So
Yes.
you have Kudus being Seedorf.
You see, but the problem
so
is
2 8 and a 6.
I agree. You can do that as well with those three. But you see, Kudus's discipline in the middle of the park, in my view, is a problem.
And also,
The problem is that he walks whenever we are not in possession of the
Okay.
ball. He walks when we loses the ball. You see, in 2010,
not just when we
go-
lose, he also loses the ball, a lot
and then he
because
doesn't
he's
fight back.
skillful.
In 2010,
He takes risk. In
when we
possession.
went to the World Cup, Anton Anna sat
Yes.
and we had Koja Samoa and Kevin Springboard.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Samoa and Kevin were all workaholics.
Yeah.
True.
They were all workaholics when we're not in possession of the
Less
ball.
pressure.
Look,
Yeah.
Boateng will be
Kojo
hustling and
is-
kicking and
to be
Kojo.
fair, Kojo is just as skillful as Kudus. Let's
Exactly.
be fair.
But
But he tackles
had-
a lot.
He has a better passing range.
Exactly.
Tackles a lot.
You understand? That is why. Look, I've had this thought on countless
Or the
occasions.
other way around. If he wants the ball to sit.
And that is why, rather, for the sake of discipline, Sibo, Yerenchi, and Thomas Partey. With Partey,
You know why Partey's,
Because maybe-
I know why this
I
one.
don't know,
Because of
maybe I'm thinking-
Partey's distribution.
and Partey is a genuine goal threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he goes for it, he's a genuine goal
Last
threat.
year we saw it.
Yeah.
Last year we saw it.
Otto gave him more.
Yeah.
And he's a
Also,
genuine
yeah.
goal threat when he's going forward.
It's true.
Yeah.
But
So,
also to be
and then,
fair,
you see, you
between
can
him
then-
and Kudus, we know who is the bigger goal threat.
You see, who is the bigger
Not
goal threat?
necessarily.
It's not necessarily.
Well,
Look.
the recent. You see, when
It's not
that
recent
was-
numbers
No,
matter.
hold on. That
when
was
Partey
when-
has
that-
been unleashed for the
and
Black
when-
Stars,
He's always been our
he's a
highest
much
goal
more
scorer.
dangerous goal scorer than Kudus.
I agreed, but that was also when Partey was 23, 24,
We saw it
25.
last year.
Just last
But
year he
literally
did
just
it.
saw it
am
last
saying that distribution.
No, I think Kudus is the better
having
goal
that
scorer.
eye
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like you have
No, you see,
about
Kudus, technically, yes, he will dribble 3-4. Partey will, but Partey will
Bruno
He
Fernandes.
says,
then.
keep the channels. It's a movement,
I know.
Tony.
Bruno Fernandes.
I'm just saying that if we have to
Right
put one
place,
of them
right time.
closer to goal,
Or I'll put Kudus.
I would rather.
Oh, that
put-
one.
That's
Yeah.
what. So you see, we are doing it to give the team a proper balance.
Balance.
Yes.
Exactly.
That is
So-
why
so
Kudus
what-
can
what
go
would be-
here. He can go here.
So your
And he can
challenge with
invent.
the 2 8s and the 6 with Thomas, Yenchi, and Kudus is that you think Kudus won't help much.
No. He will help them match. And what you don't want to do, you don't want Partey to be overly
Of course.
Loaded.
embedding with tackling and hustling. But with Yenchi and Sibo,
Yeah.
they will back,
Yeah.
controller, take it. Back, controller will do back, give it to me. Back. Then let's go, Kudus, everybody. Because again, we need to find a way to bring the best out of Antoine Semenyo.
Yeah.
And what, in your opinion, would be the best way to do that?
I think one of the best ways to have Partey high up the pitch, where his passing, Semenyo knows the part. You see, no, Kudus say ball like chi amko.
But also,
You understand?
Semenyo's problem in the
I'm
Black
coming.
hasn't always been that he's not getting the ball.
No,
So
It is the look. Watch. It is the timing of when he gets the ball and what is in front of
But
him.
coach, so who's your arrowhead?
Most often, in the Black Stars, Semenyo gets the ball when there's already somebody closer to him. So if he picks up the ball, he's supposed to dribble before he can do anything. But if you put Partey there, Partey very advanced and then receiving it. Look, you move no back and not to fit into space
So
where
for
he
you,
can
Partey
unleash.
up.
So I just want to look at this way. At Man City, what's the role Pep is giving to Semenyo? Having
is it-
already Haaland there.
Yes, so this is what I have noticed. Semenyo is still learning the Man City way of doing it.
Yeah.
So what I think is the
He's just
instruction
doing one-time
has
finishes. In
been
terms of
simple.
team play,
You start from here, but your movement brings you inside. So follow the pattern, and when you put it, then they give you bam.
Okay. But in the Black Stars, the responsibility and the loading we give him is that he has to be the arrowhead.
No,
At times, not necessarily. Most often, on the Black Stars,
as the arrowhead. He's done
they
wings.
put him on the left.
But I mean,
Put
talking
him
about
on the
efficiency. Efficiency. Where has he been really efficient for the Black Stars?
we've never played him.
He's not.
He's the
It's because our coach
He has 2
has
goals
not
now.
played him. Our coach
So
and the environment around
this
him
is my issue.
has not brought the
You want the best.
So let's try what I'm saying.
Okay.
Let's try the Partey ahead. Look, is it all the time in the Black Stars? Partey has been very deep most of the time. He's picking the ball off
Defenders.
our defenders and rather doing
For
it.
build-up.
Because they themselves too, you see, they don't know how to pass the ball. But with the Urenchi boy, if he comes closer to the defenders,
taken care of.
that's taken care of. Renchi will not see the passes in the final third. Partey sees those. Okay? So if Partey sees those and Semenyo is starting on the left and he's diagonally inverted, look, the pass he will receive, no. Corner koshe.
You know what reminds me of like that the kind of passes Partey is capable of playing. You see, I think, I was salivating over the pass. It was what did Chelsea play over the weekend? Leeds.
Yeah.
He saw
No,
the
Burnley.
sorry.
yeah.
The
He's-
Caicedo.
Oh my God! Wow, how do you say?
But that one's,
Good.
But
that one's for the net.
But again,
No, but this one, like, good. And those kind of assists, they don't count
yes.
anywhere in the books. It's not those kinds of passes. It's not an assist. That is a pre-assist. But the pass made the goal.
so you have up front. I said it's Jordan.
So up front,
Jordan.
I think
No, he
Semenyo,
has one position taken care of. So Semenyo is taking care of.
I think if Semenyo is to play, let's start him from the left.
Okay.
And then
Jordan Central.
Kudus on the right. Then Jordan central.
Oh, so we played Jordan Central. Then Naki Williams starts on the bench.
Yeah, he starts from the bench.
Okay.
Because still, truth be told, he himself, we've not gotten. You see, and again, a Partey advanced position
Jordan.
could help solve the Inaki problem. Because he always want the ball put in front of him and let him
And
run.
run, okay.
But Kudus would never do
I
that.
think we've hit something, but not many people have realized.
Go ahead.
Partey advanced. That partnership with Jordan is deadly.
It's deadly.
No, it
it's
is.
another
I've
super
seen it before.
The
yeah.
few times they've
They've
played
done
together,
that. They've caused havoc.
anytime they are creating something.
Yes.
And it's the experience.
We saw it in Mali.
We saw it against Madagascar.
We saw it.
against Look,
You understand?
the
That is
understanding is
true.
there, and it also brings the best out of the Kuduses and the Semenyos.
Look, it's all about Pateo.
So it's very important. That Kudus in the whole thing. It won't
Every day to any Juma
It won't
because
work.
he's
He
not
doesn't see
disciplined.
the
Not
pass.
he doesn't see the
Let him
pass.
be the
Or
one
just
that
just
ends
his
on the
ultra-
pass.
You know, one of the issues, recently they added how many extra technical men to the Black Stars team?
Five.
The four? Five. I have said several times in commentary position, we don't have a specialized set piece per se in the Black Stars. And the World Cup, that is where some of these opportunities come. Who is our top set piece player? That's whenever you have a set piece, you know, like, listen,
It's Jordan.
But in the last year, when the Belgian guy came,
I think we've benefited
Kudus
from
and
set
Jordan.
pieces.
yeah, Kudus and Jordan.
Depending
Both
on where.
Yeah, depending on where.
Where the
How many
ball
goals
is.
And
have
we
we
saw
scored
I
was
think
it
we
scored
seven,
quite a lot.
seven
goals.
out of the goals scored
Quite
in
a lot.
2025, 7 were from set pieces.
We have many problems. It seems like set piece is not one of them in recent
Yes.
matches.
Yeah,
Me-
recent-
okay. For me,
In
it's
recent
like,
matches.
I mean, what I saw at the World Cup 2022,
In Qatar.
yeah, Qatar, honestly, some of the opportunities we had and how we dealt with it,
Yeah.
I felt like it was not the best. And I also felt that stage fright also sometimes comes into the body language of the players.
It
I
does.
noticed that
It
a lot
does.
because that World Cup, I think it was Jordan and Andre
Andre, the only ones who had.
played at the World Cup.
Yeah.
So majority of the players had that stage fright thing. But thankfully, this World Cup, we're not going to have that. Maybe 1 or 2 players may have, but the rest may not have it. So in dealing with the problems and depending on where you put which player, and if the player had not experienced that environment before, we also have that issue.
Yeah.
You see,
We talked about that for me, centre back pairing of who, my friend.
that is
Salisu
where
is
I'm coming
injured.
to. You see,
Salisu
the base naturally.
Before the World Cup, I think he'll be back.
Sure.
No, he's
He's
out.
not.
He's out.
He's not.
He's out. He's out. He's out.
Oh God.
He's out.
So then your friend, what's his name?
Jiku.
Jiku. And Salisu is not
And
there.
Jerome Wesley, maybe.
It looks like Jerome will partner Jiku.
So you
Yeah.
see, that's the first
You see,
time.
the problem is that
They played a few times, but
the problem is that
yeah.
this team,
We have a problem.
our laterals are weak.
Sunday
Our
no,
laterals are
Sunday
weak.
no,
And
ne?
now our centre backs too, they
That
not
is
play
the
together.
issue.
Chemistry is not there.
It's not there.
Our
So
laterals are weak. So
I now
Will
understand.
you take
Coach,
Baba
let me
Rahman?
ask
Tell
you,
me
will you,
what-
will you take Baba Rahman?
first and foremost, I need him to rescind his decision.
Yeah,
I'll
if he
take him.
does, it looks like he's going to.
Nobody should beg him.
No, but the,
No,
He
nobody's
should
even
resign.
begging. Nobody's begging.
If
but
he
he himself
rescind-
said he's going to. You spoke
Yeah,
to him.
yeah. He
Yeah,
granted
he-
this guy an interview. And
he-
he said to us.
I
He
want
won't.
him to.
You forced him.
I want him.
first.
I want him to rescind his decision. I think he's
He's still balling, to be fair.
no, not as he's a good player. He became
And
a
still
bad
playing.
He became a bad player when he was not playing actively at club
Yes.
level,
Yeah.
and they were forcing him, and he
Yes.
kept being
Yes.
exposed.
Yeah.
But once he's playing regularly, he plays.
But he went to the
Look,
World Cup.
Baba, let me tell you this story. I saw Baba when he was playing for Dreams
Of
FC
course, you were
as a
coaching,
second division team.
Yeah, I remember.
And-
Before he went on loan to
Yes,
Copa.
the day I went to him and Sika Akona to this ball play for Black Star in 1 year. And when it happened, Sika Akona was shocked. I said, yeah, he's that good. So when I talk about the ball, people think I am overly critical about it. But no. My biggest problem with him at the time was that
He wasn't at
he was not active, and Keto Kreku was forcing for the boy to come in. And anytime the boy came, the boy was being exposed. We saw it. Now that he's playing regularly,
The confidence is there.
the confidence, and he's that type of player. The more games he plays,
The better
the
he
better
gets.
he gets.
He builds rhythm.
Rhythm.
So
He's
good
that.
going forward,
Look,
eh?
he's that type of
And
player.
he's a big goal
So
threat.
we need him so that when Semenyo is inverting from the left, he gives us that. And recovery-wise, another justification why we need to go 3 in the middle. When he goes and we lose the ball, we expect one of our centre back to shift. So one of the two, Sibor and the Irenchi, one of them will have to
When
drop.
he was,
Centre back.
when he
keep our
was
shape.
when he in Qatar he played.
Yes.
Fundamentally, what was the problem?
I think fundamentally,
No, Baba
see,
wasn't one of our
Baba
problems
Rahman-
in Qatar.
Baba Rahman was
He,
always...
he wasn't.
He wasn't.
In Qatar, he wasn't.
He
No.
made that one mistake.
He was- he made just one error.
He wasn't a problem. So one error.
We dropped him and brought in Gideon.
Yes.
And we lost 2-0.
No, when we brought Gideon, we won.
But it was just one
He
error.
played
When
the
we-
Portugal game.
Game we lost. When we
the
brought
through ball he
Gideon
saved.
in the Korea game,
Then we brought Gideon in the
and then we
Korea
won.
game. Then we brought
Then
him
he
back.
And then
kept him.
we brought Baba back,
We
and we
brought
dropped
Baba back,
Gideon,
yeah.
and then we lost the game. So the point I'm making is that I will invite him if he decides to play. I'm of the view that it's nobody bona fide right to go to the World Cup. Whatever you did, we've paid you for that. So it's a new slate and the right to be there. Any Ghanaian elsewhere who is playing should come. The problem with our team seems to be many. Fend. We've got problems at the
In every department.
center back with God. You see, when we went to the World Cup in 2006, 2010, even in 2014, those
It was
three
a settled-
teams,
Yeah.
the team had a foundation on which the other department were all feeding off. In 2010, it was the midfield. In 2013, in 2006, it was the midfield. In 2010, the defenders and the midfield was solid. John Pencil, Sape, Mensah, and solid. And the midfield, we didn't have Michael. Look, we didn't have Michael Essien in 2010.
Yeah.
We didn't have Stevie Appiah.
Even Muntari wasn't.
Appiah came sparingly.
Yeah.
Ntari was dropped.
Yeah.
No, he came in 2010.
No, I meant like
He was dropped for the day.
starting lineup.
Yeah.
Yes.
2010, I mean.
But we had a good
Until
foundation.
Uruguay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good foundation. But if you look at this team, where is our strength?
Our strength is in there. It lies in the individual talents we have. Nothing we
And
have.
that is problematic.
Yeah.
And not the
It's a
team
team.
unit.
We need it's
Yeah,
a
it's
team
a
game.
unit.
And we need
Our unit isn't strong.
How you see the foundation?
and for me, I'm coming. This is why I blame the coach, you know. This is why I blame them. Because look, how long was Milovan in this country before he took us to the World Cup in 2010? 1 year. He had taken our team to the
Champ
Chan.
final,
Then
AFCON
2010.
final. Hey, Babilo too did well. Champ
Yes.
final, AFCON final.
Yes. He
World
came
Cup
somewhere in
quarterfinals.
2009,
Yeah.
took the Chan, played the final in AFCON in January. So if you actually add up, it add up to exactly 12 months. But he immediately gave us an identity. We knew that it was a one-top sort of thing. But anytime we had the ball, we could play. With our one touch, we could play. But under the current coaching, what is the identity of the Blasters?
Winning.
No, but we did it.
No. Our players are confused.
But there's a
We are winning.
They
There's a-
adapt to what they
Okay, you know, I don't mind Graham. I don't mind him.
no.
What is the identity of the? He said there's a book.
No. Granted. But it was launched.
I understand, but
So we have it.
but
not being used.
whatever is in the book is not being implemented.
No, but you see,
Is that a
that was
senior
the
level?
idea. The idea behind what you're saying was that we should have it documented. That every coach from the grassroots
Will follow.
level will work with it.
All right, Graham and coach. Let me hear from Danike. DK, I asked. I'm going back to my first question. Are there? I mean, I don't know. We have problems that we all agree, but are you seeing solutions in places where we are not looking? That's all I want to know. Like, do we have?
We can only wait for the friendly games to
Now we want to see.
answer these
Because
questions.
I'm thinking, for example, if the Freiburg boy, what's his name?
Kofi
Odyssey.
Tre.
No, he's out.
He's out there.
If Tre starts playing,
Oh, but that guy, how
Friend,
many
he's
games did he
out.
play?
Let's move on. He's
How
out.
many games did you play?
No, he's been injured for a very long time.
He's not played football in 3 years.
3 years.
Wow.
He's out.
He's not
That's
kicked the
also
ball
a
in
good
3
guy,
years.
yeah.
He's out.
Last game was the 20.
The intensity of the
Nigeria
World
gave
Cup.
He didn't go to
Abuja.
Cameroon.
It's no joke.
Yeah, he went to Cameroon,
Yeah.
then played in
Yeah.
Nigeria.
The intensity of the World Cup is no joke. So for Kukuvichre,
But if you look at the group we have, Panama.
that is a difficult group. Look, Panama team is not going to be a pushover team.
but you are seeing Panama as your easy 3
No, I'm not
points.
saying
Panama
that.
too is seeing you as their easy
That
3
is the
points.
yes. If you follow the story, they believe they will beat Ghana in that first game.
They should try.
Do you have thoughts on the team? I mean, honestly, like, because you people are making me scared, though, because it's like we only have problems, we don't have solutions.
No, but
you see,
we just have solutions.
we lost the opportunity to solve the problem. Or to even give ourselves.
Look, coach is right. We should have qualified for the World Cup, but that's in the past. It's the AFCON. It's in the past. It's done.
So it's only the friendly gift that we can use.
See, my issue with this team is we've seen it click at certain times,
Right.
but it's not been sustainable enough for us to have him that this is what they are. They've been too inconsistent.
We've not had a spare.
We've not had a spell. Look, the World Cup qualifier against Madagascar. We were going into that game, we were all afraid.
Very afraid.
Madagascar have built a system. We know exactly what they do. We know how they play. They are very difficult to beat. And funny enough, they move the ball around so well, but they also defend very well.
Yeah.
But we went into that game and probably, I think that like
It was our
last
best
4,
game
5,
in the
that's one of the
qualifiers.
most efficient Black Stars performance I've seen. And we ended up with 3 goals. 2 from a set piece, 1 from a very well worked goal. Partey to Jordan to Kudus, that late run. The Semenyo run was used as a decoy, drew the defenders, Kudus scored. It was a very good performance. After that, yes, we won all the games except the Chad one. But the performances in those games, when you look at the opposition we are going to face at the World Cup, you still ask yourself questions. Because Mali like this, there were large spells in the game where the Black Stars switched off. Mali were not able to punish.
You mean the home game, right?
The home game. But they
You remember
switched
after
off.
that game, nobody was talking about the result.
Yeah.
Everybody was complaining about the performance.
But we switched off. Even the Comoros game, that first half, Comoros had a couple of opportunities where, Boga, if it is Pasalic, ne Hurricane, quick, they'll punish you. And you see, the World Cup is so unforgiving. This thing, nobody even needs to tell
There's
you.
no time to recover.
Look at 2022 World Cup.
Yeah.
They score you 1. Before you can blame your teammate, they scored you 2.
Another 2.
It's so like it's the best of the best. Yeah, imagine the best technical brains plus the best players. You are going to face them, so you need to be very well prepared. And we don't have enough time. We didn't qualify for the World Cup as AFCON, as I said this in the past. But let me address your right back issue. From now to the World Cup, even if we invite somebody, the person must give us some KP level performance in their first game to guarantee a place at the World Cup.
How one day?
Me, I really want Hirenchi to play in midfield. But I will not sacrifice that right back spot for Alidu to play.
Yeah, if there's nobody, then the boy should go and play there.
No, you see, no, Alidu has
You
his
rather
uses.
die with Yenchi there
Hirenchi should do the job there.
than have Ali
I'll have-
there.
I will do the same.
Yeah, I would.
Ali
Hirenchi
Dele
at
Mo-
right back. Guarantee 6/10 quarter he will give me.
Kwata.
I will take that
But Ali do.
over an uncertain Alidu. Because see, Alidu has had some good games. So
He
you don't,
has.
and the thing is, you don't know what he's going to give. But it's a World Cup. I can't take that risk.
The way
I can't
Ali
put you
plays
in
his
there and you
game,
give
the
me
way
a
he
three
plays
over
his
10,
game, after 20 minutes, he's booked. Yellow card.
Then trouble.
At him number.
Then
Just say
trouble.
on to me, she say, wow, and don't go chance.
So I will put Hirenchi there because from now to the World Cup, I don't think we are going to find somebody who will come in and give us that performance. And you see, me, this person is playing there. Look at the stats. This person.
No.
Look, it's human beings who are playing the ball. If statistics and graphs and maps were the solution, then explain to me why Semenyo has scored only 2 goals or 3 goals for the Black Stars in 4 years. Yet when he goes to club football, he's playing. He's better than all the Ghanaian players playing abroad. Yet when he wears a Ghana
That is
jersey, he
true.
can't play.
That is
At the same time, the players who are underperforming in club level, some of them when they come here,
They are performing.
next level players. It's human beings. It's environment. People adapt differently. So all these things, you have to factor it in. It's not just about a map and this person is better, so you throw him in and this person is better. All these things matter. And it is not...
That's why the call-up is subjective.
It's very subjective.
Who can do a job?
Who can do a job and
It's
who
not
I
who
can
has scored
trust
50 goals.
and who I can trust to do a job. So it is the coach's perspective. Then again, the midfield thing, no, there's what will work, or there's what we think will work, and there's what the coach will do.
Yes.
When I'm analyzing, I analyze based on trends. I don't analyze based on personal preference. What Otto has been doing, it is 2 things. It's either he's going 3-4-3 or he's going 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, that's true.
when he's playing his double pivot, it is Partey and Sibo, Partey and Elisha, Partey or Suleiman.
That's why he always that.
It is never going to be your progressive type midfielder. So in doing that, let us analyze around that. 2022.
Coach hadn't even mentioned him. That's a good option. Suleiman
is better with the ball.
Yeah, the boy he's now playing for Cagliari.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of
your
my players.
He's the one you were looking for.
Yeah.
The midfielder you couldn't remember.
That boy.
Yeah.
See,
Suleiman, yeah.
if Otto can guarantee me, and we are still in discussions. We are still trying to figure out, because I need him to give me certain
I don't guarantees with Otto. We have to bring him to the pod.
Oh no, Otto he has given me certain guarantees. But I need some. Elisha must go. I know coach will not agree, but Elisha must go. It's World Cup.
It is his player. He will go.
He must go where?
You never know when you need him. Elisha will go. Partey, Suleimana, Sibo. And the last one, Otto is being stubborn, so I'll allow him. Salis, he will go. That's his boy from the core. The thing is, he has shown you he likes a certain type of midfielder.
That's also true.
Partey. You see, so
and at the end of the day, he'll do what he wants.
You do what he wants. So then, how can you get the best out of the team when he's doing or when he's partnering this type of players with Partey? And we saw it last year. He switched it. So in years past, we saw Partey sitting, and those guys were supposed to provide some box-to-box cover, but they had. We saw them in terms of build-up. They were involved in some funny way, and it was always exposing them. So Baba Idrisu was a problem. Elisha was a problem. Salis was a problem, and we always complain about the partner with Partey.
I remember.
But since he brought Sibo doesn't touch the ball in build-up often. Partey builds up. When he passes that phase, he's giving license to go, and Sibo is just supposed to watch and destroy. For me,
how is he watching and destroying?
he does a good job. He does a solid job. And you see, a player doesn't always have to be pretty. He has to be effective.
No, of course. Nobody cares about pretty.
Look,
it's about the job.
And there are certain roles like where this is a side issue. But when Semenyo went to Man City, Olele was talking about the fact that he can't take on.
Yeah.
And the issue is, does his role at Man City require him to take on?
No.
No. So what is the issue? He's required to score goals. So that's not you get what I'm saying.
Yes, of course.
So if Sibo is in the Black Stars midfield and the role doesn't require him to be passing the ball around as a primary thing, then that's not really an issue. If he's supposed to pass, he goes sideways. He has done his job. He goes to the nearest player who can do sideways back. It is effective. We are not losing possession. Somebody else will recycle. But his job is not to find that a killer pass through the middle. That's not his job. His job is to protect Partey when Partey goes forward. So I will take Sibo and Partey. Irenchi at my right back, will say right wing back.
Okay.
Me, I prefer the 3 back because it gives us a bit more cover. The 4 back, defensively, we are always porous. Like it's bad.
And Otto's default defensive solidity always goes with the back 3.
But
when he wants to be solid defensively.
Another issue with the 3 back, Otto did something in the last, I think it was the last 2 or 3 games, where when Salisu was taken off, it was this guy who came on, the Basel boy,
Jonas
Ajeti.
He's now of Wolfsburg.
Look, the Nice here now of Wolfsburg, the guy at Nice, Kuju Pepra, that boy, he must be part of the back 3. Whatever. Like, the guy is quick. The guy is technically gifted. He can pass. At least we need that one player in the back 3 who is comfortable with the ball. Because we know Jiku is not. Jiku is your hard, typical old school defender. And the way football is a very funny sport. Duels are now becoming a thing. So defenders like that are going to be useful again. Where you actually have to do defending. Your striker will come and pin you and you have to do the old school defending. So Jiku is very, very important in our team. My Jiku, my Pepra, Salisu is not there.
No.
Jerome, no, I like him.
Yeah.
But Jerome lacks pace. It's not even a pace, acceleration.
But he's a good passer.
He's a very good passer. But look, this World Cup, you think they don't know him? They have a whole file on him.
On
They have a
everyone.
foul on every player. in
They'll
the
cut off the
Blasters.
passing lanes. Now what's left?
It's not even about the passing, it's the defending. No. They can put some small short boy be on this thing who will be hugging on what's his name? Opoku's shoulder into space with slack. The guy is too slow off his
Lanky. He's very.
and that thing worries me. It worries me, because it's a serious weak spot. Money they defend, the space is an asset.
No, it's very important.
So, yes, there are problems. But you know me, I don't like dwelling on the problems. The guys will talk about the problem.
Yeah, we are talking solutions.
I'll bring my Baba back.
I support you on that
I'll
one.
bring my Baba back. Because the last World Cup, the game that he made a mistake, he was the reason we scored the 2 goals. Directly involved in the assist.
Yes.
And the day Ayugu.
Mm-hmm.
We were passing the ball back.
Mm.
And then he saw Kudus making the run from the corner of his eye. Pat!
Baba
They call
does
it a
well.
key pass. Straight to Kudus. Kudus to the day we score. That guy has an offer. I like, if you're a wing back, you have to know how to create chances.
Yeah.
And Gideon doesn't give me that enough. He has it, but he doesn't do it often.
I think we played 3 back at that World Cup.
No,
Yes.
I think this is how I explain it. I think Gideon Mensah is risk averse.
Yeah, he's very safe.
Baba is a high risk taker. That's why he also makes mistakes.
That's why he makes mistakes. But it's high risk, high reward.
High risk, high reward. Gideon is very risk averse. He doesn't like taking risk.
Yeah.
So,
So
he
you see the pass, but then he will turn.
you understand?
And
He
he's
will
very
turn.
one way. And it's too predictable.
Mm.
You know
But
when
he's
Gideon
actually
is
very
going to-
skillful. That's what Daniel is
Yeah,
saying.
that's why I don't
But he's
get why
technically
he
very
doesn't
good.
use his skill. Like Gideon
Yeah, he's a
can pick
wonderful
the
boy.
ball
He's
and
technically
dribble
very
past
good.
opposite. We see it, but that's what I say. I think it's just him.
Yeah.
When he sees danger, he's not going to try
Yeah.
it.
He's risk averse. That's just who he is. He likes the comfortable
The- the-
pass.
It is World Cup.
The last qualification, was it Majid Hashim around?
No, not for the World Cup.
He's been
qualification,
injured for a very
the
long
AFCON.
time. Now that he
Injured
started
for a long
playing.
time.
But I won't take him to the
So you finish for me. You bring Baba back.
I'll bring Baba back. I'll have my Irenji. I'll have my
So your team will be like this.
Jiku and Pepra and Jerome. Jerome because Salusi is not there. But if I get her, I will play Pepra at left centre back. And then I'll play Jonas Ajiti at right back. Jonas too is clumsy, but I'll take him because Jerome, no, I know they trust him.
You have
I know they
issues
trust him.
for.
The thing is, if it was an AFCON game where we know that we will keep possession of, I can put him.
Like we
there.
can dominate.
But if we are going to be defending or be on the back foot, Charlie, they'll punish us. Then my Sebo and Partey in midfield. Then I have my Kudus, Jordan, and Semenyo. And the Semenyo, no, look, it's a World Cup. I don't care if you score 25 goals for Man City. Sem far. Thomas Asante. There's some energy and constant movement that he adds to that attack. He'll be knocking on that door.
I like him.
But that kid,
By the
anytime
way,
I say they
what's
should start
happening?
him,
Is he injured? Like,
he's
how-
back.
came
He's
back.
back. He's
Yeah,
back
John
now.
Kessie,
Yeah.
exactly.
He
What
came
was
back.
Martin?
He came back.
Yeah.
Kamaldeen is my weapon. I'll take him. Kamaldeen, if I was coach, one of the first.
What would you do with the Bonsiba and so let's say these three:
Fatal,
Fatal, Bonsiba,
Nyama.
and the Leon boy
Neoma.
and Nyoma. What would
Nyoma,
you
is
do
he
with
back
those?
playing now?
Coach, what would you do
No,
with
he's
those
back
three?
on grass, but he will be back.
No, he's back. He's definitely going to be fit for the World Cup.
What, as in dropping one?
No, I know. I do not just drop it like
You
yeah.
see, they are all very similar,
Yeah, very similar. Like
and you
What are you
cannot
gonna
take
do?
you cannot take all the three of them.
exactly.
If you look at the strength of the team, you see, that is why.
Goes back
is
to what would
no,
Otto do?
of course. You see,
But Nyama has been part of the team
if
before.
he until he got hurt, he was
Otto
always
likes
an
that
integ-
boy a
he
lot.
likes it.
Yeah, so I'll probably
See,
go.
the fact is, if Otto decides to go a back three, wing backs will all be defenders. So naturally, we have a back five. So out of our 10 outfield players, 5 are defenders.
Mm.
If you add Sibo and you say Partey to sit with him, that makes it 7. We have only 3 proper attacking players. and all those 3 proper attacking players, you have a 2 and then a 1, very close. Semenyo needs the space to operate. That is one of the That is one of the reasons why Semenyo struggles when he comes to the Black Stars. But when Otto does that back 3 and thing, he's forced to either use him as an arrowhead or he kept one of the 10s. He needs to tackle him. And then he's receiving the ball not in an isolated situation with the fullback, but always in and around players where there are 2-3 of the opponent that he needs to maneuver.
And that's where the take-on issues come.
That is where the take-on issues come. So you see, Cranton has just done a brilliant job. But I sit back and I look at this team and I say, look, we need to play to the strength of the team. That back 3 thing has always been, I don't think that has been the strength of our team. It is our coach being overly consecutive.
That's what I mean. It's his default position when you want.
That is when he does that.
England will play back 3. Croatia will play back 3.
That is
Well, I'm telling you the truth.
You see, that is when
it's like collect 3 from Brazil, first half, second half, back 3.
Back 3.
and that's when he does that. So anytime he does that,
we barely score.
Yeah,
that's also true.
But in the World Cup, I don't think we've got a solid defense framework that will prevent us from conceding goals. I think we'll concede goals.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So tactically, one of the ways to minimize is to get your opponent to be worried about what you are also going to throw at them. Mm-hmm. But if you are to play the wing backs, our wing backs, they are not good though. Hence, Baba will need to come back. Baba Rama will need to come back to at least improve what we see. Because Gideon at wing back and Koye. Alidu at wing back and Koye. Even Yirinchi self at wing back and Koye.
But it's because it's better than Alidu.
And Koye. Yeah. So if that system where the wing backs cannot impact the game positively in the attacking sense, it's a waste of time.
So you see,
it's a waste of time.
So you see,
Graham. Yeah, you get the last shot. Or Coach Aida.
No, it's a waste of time. It's like they are there to make sure we don't concede. Mm-hmm. That's the option.
Yeah. But that's negative football. Yeah.
And the wing back system is actually an attacking system. Most people think it's overlaid. No, there's that attacking part where if your wing backs are correct, you always outnumber when you are on the attack, and you always outnumber when you are also defending. But we don't have the quality to play that role effectively. So for me, I have said that if we can do a back 4 with a 3 midfield or a back 4 and a 2, at times he does that. Yeah. And most of the time when you do 4-2-3-1 or 4-2, the 2 and the whole, and then there are the other guys, we tend to be liberated a bit more. Yeah. It is about another thing, just this. I mean, just another thing that we need to improve upon is our pressing rate at the World Cup.
Hey,
you can't go to sleep. You can't press one and give up.
And the synchronization
of the press is it when we played against Japan and Korea,
Charlie.
You saw it was ugly.
2-3 passes they had
instantly.
You see, we need to, and that is one of the reasons why I'm not in favor of Kudus and then Semenyo crank in the 2 number 10 position, and Jordan used to press. He doesn't press like that again.
He's old.
So you see, we necessarily may not have to press the ball high up the pitch, but even if we are going to do the medium, as at when we decide to press, there must be a proper intent to.
Yeah.
With that aggressiveness, synchronization, everybody, you trigger, you block the channel, bounce, we are on you, we are winning the ball. And we are doing it.
And we have the players who can do that too.
And we have the players. So it is the coaching that needs to. So friend, you see, we are waiting to see them against Austria and against the German team, and let's see what they do.
Yeah, you get a last take on this. What do you think would be our biggest advantage at this World Cup? Like, is there, I mean, we've spoken about what our problems are, but is there reasons why our opponents should also be a bit scared? Right?
I mean, see.
I mean, we have Kudus. He's
Sitting
capable of producing magic.
sitting at a commentary booth and watching our wingers play. I'm always excited when I see Kamaldeen. I mean, I saw him several games. I've also seen Kudus' work. The only thing I don't like, at the point in Kumasi, even the fans were booing at him because it was taking too long in releasing the balls. And the fans feel like, when we are progressively moving, sometimes you want to take on 3-4 players to
destroy everything.
shut the opposition before releasing the balls. And sometimes, they crowd him and the team loses the balance there. Again, we have pacey players that ordinarily, and very skillful players that ordinarily can create the necessary advantage that we want. For me, that is going to be our strength. We may have our, ins and outs when it comes to our defensive lineup, but when we cross the center, that center space, and we are moving to the position third, whether right or left, you've got players who can take you on one-on-one. That we don't have a problem with that. One of the other basic problems I thought I had seen was that we don't cross to the advantage of those in the box.
Because they are never there.
We don't cross as much.
Jordan,
He's never in a position to cross.
Jordan,
Gideon is never in a position
even
to
if
cross.
they are in a position
Coaching.
to cross,
That's why. Look.
You see?
That's why. It's a coaching. Coaching in you. The coaching is not
sometimes,
good.
at this level,
Charlie.
I mean, you talk about the Champions League, we come and talk about some of the goals that were scored. And you see the cross that comes in and how Mbappe, my boy, will be tapping in simply.
I said the last time we scored a goal from wide area central was Gideon Mensah to
Inaki
Inaki.
Williams. Yeah.
Was it
Madagascar.
Kumasi?
Yes.
The
Yeah,
header.
Kumasi, yeah.
Yes.
There was one goal.
That was the game you made me chop the kebab.
You see?
That was the game.
You too.
Oh, it took me for a bouncing kebab.
And that's the reason he didn't come for my wedding. He had gone to Kumasi to chop kebab and watch Black Stars.
Yeah, that was
That was the wedding weekend.
That was the wedding weekend.
Well,
Everything connects.
You see, just to build on the point he made, then maybe we'll end it. He spoke about our very enterprising wingers.
Yeah.
The question is, at what time in the game,
I'm going to introduce
what will be the prevailing situation?
Okay.
If you bring them when we are 2-0 down.
As a matter.
That's what coach
So
said.
See,
Oh, but they can't. Come on, he can't start.
of course, he can't start. So that's what I'm saying. That at what time, what will be the situation?
Bring him.
In fact,
I will
bring.
pressure. Bring him.
Yeah.
You see, and then that boy must be coached.
Oh yeah.
He must be coached too.
Needs a separate coach.
He needs to look.
I got 5 now.
Let's see
we didn't-
how those 5 men will help improve the
We need
ball.
player development coaches.
Because
But
he's
I was-
so good.
Our secret weapon might be the one that Daniel mentioned, though. Brandon Thomas Asante.
But you know my stand on him, isn't it? That boy, if I'm the coach of the Black
He
Stars,
starts.
he starts, or I will never give him less than 35 minutes.
The boy is rapid.
He's always moving.
Look,
He creates space.
in the Unity Cup, you saw the goal he scored.
Yeah.
That against Nigeria.
Nigeria.
1, 2, 3, bam.
Like he doesn't have time to.
That your boy in the US, what's his name?
Pencil.
Yeah.
Joseph Pencil.
Yeah, that's what Joe he goes. Again, you see, players like Joseph Pencil,
They are weapons.
their weapon. At what time in the game? Because
But in
Otto
fact,
had shown to us that he will give them 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
No pony wow.
And even-
Wow!
I think the advantage even
Wow.
from someone like Joe Peso and even Kamaldeen is that they can play on the right.
Yeah, they can play on the right and play on the left.
So
So,
is
They can be switching.
Yeah, they
So
can
at
play on the
what
right.
time-
In fact,
at what
what
point
was the
in
game?
time?
What game
I
was
would
it?
want
That
one
it
of
was
them to
Angola
start.
in the AFCON qualifier, the 1-1 draw.
Yeah, you see the movement
Even
between
this
here,
recent one,
here,
Central African Republic.
here in
When
Naki.
Pencil came, yeah. Oh, it was so good.
Kamaldeen's first goal
And the
for
pace,
Black Stars. Pencil came on the
And the
right hand
pace,
side.
Yes.
Gave it
Pace.
to him.
And the
Yes.
pace.
Super pace.
Yeah, so for me,
Is
I
it
think-
at what point? At what
They were
time?
coming. All right, but guys, listen, we are looking for a right back. So if you get some,
No, but let's do this last exercise. Let's do this last. We'll probably do it again because of player form and
of
things.
course,
But give me your 3 goalkeepers, your 8 defenders.
we should name the squad
8.
now.
Everybody.
Oh, the squad now there.
You know, for the defenders, I want to wait. I'm waiting for the Valladolid boy and see whether he can
Moment.
recover. Yeah, moment.
By
He's
your
also
three-
back,
by your
but
three
he's not
goalkeepers.
playing
Yeah,
there.
as-
You have
as-
someone
three
already.
who are my 3 goalkeepers?
As for that boy,
Benjamin.
Asare,
As of that boy.
Joseph Annan, and then
as for that boy, if he's fit,
Atizigi.
if we are going back 3, he
Yeah,
should
I
be.
feel-
Manaf,
think-
he didn't come enough.
Moving is an interesting proposition.
It's a very good.
Very interesting proposition.
If he's fit, he should be in the middle of the back 3.
Yeah.
Or he's a
Very-
better passer.
Then
better.
Pepra-
We haven't been lucky. Too many of our players have been injured. Either recovering from injury, have been injured because
But Mumin is back playing. Mumin. Isn't
No,
he?
he's back, but not playing.
Not
yet.
playing.
But he's back. Yeah.
You think Agbashi?
But I'm saying we're, but,
Agbashi.
Oh no lie.
you know.
No.
Anyway, so,
Take first and
but
second.
you see, there's one thing that's been in my mind the whole time you guys were speaking,
What was that?
and it's almost as if everything is built around this one thing.
What is that?
Thomas,
Of
you
course.
forgot it. Hold on, that he can also be a glass man. So, what is our solution
Irenchi.
to when Thomas isn't available?
Irenchi.
No solution. Thank-
So, if Thomas is injured,
no solution.
you
Now I'm a bit bubble. Look,
you see
what
Wait.
what he
Irenchi
does.
can do it, but he can't do it. to the level of
Nobody
Thomas.
I
does.
know, but I'm saying that we've mentioned Thomas a lot, and that is fair. He's earned it, but we also know that he has a certain history. What is our technical team's backup plan?
Maybe in Iho, we would do completely different thing because there's nobody like Thomas. What he does, nobody does that in
But
our
that's
team.
just dangerous on that part.
No, but at the end of the
not
day,
dangerous, he's a
that is
special
the
talent.
that
I
is
get
the
it. But you see, the
Is he-
question is if he's not around.
He was like,
you see
Yeah,
when
go
when
ahead.
by all means, we'll come back. It's about when. By all means, we'll come back. It's about when. When you come back. We're coming back.
After how many days?
because
When
that's it.
you plan A, when you plan B.
Wow.
So your plan A is
but
Thomas,
that's a
plan
very-
B is Thomas, plan C is Thomas.
Look,
But that's an
Thomas,
interesting realization.
every team has that one special talent.
Uh-huh.
If they are out, no matter how talented you are, it will affect you. Look at Brazil and Neymar.
Yes.
Once he was, it will affect you.
Yeah.
Like he's that good. Take Messi out of Argentina.
They are affected.
It will affect them. Yeah, they may win games, but it will still affect them.
If you take
It's
Mbappe out
normal.
of the French
It
team,
will affect them. If you take Kane out of England, you worry
affect
them.
them.
So we to Thomas is our own. There's a Thomas not
so there is no solution. So just
We'll get a solution.
Otuado and Co will have to think different.
Guys, so let's go.
10-0-0. Nobody will score.
Let's know in the comments. If you look, we'll do another exercise where I'm sure the guys will choose their squad like Daniel wanted to do. But I'm interested. If you had your way, what would be your starting lineup? How would you line up? In what formation? In what system would you line up? And which players? The guys haven't really answered my question like that. Which players are playing their way, in your opinion, should be gate crashing this World Cup squad?
Oh, I had a player in mind.
Oh.
The Edu Kwabnaga. The only thing is that he got injured. He's now coming back. The Victoria Pilsen guy.
Yes, the
That guy
center
too
forward.
is
The
the
Bechem boy
The one we took to
Korea.
the one
That boy is
who
good.
scored the offside goal against Korea.
He's a proper baller.
I heard some people FIFA say we should bring an initial 50. Is that something like
Yeah,
that?
you have
Yeah,
to
the
present
max
it.
is
Yeah,
50.
That was a mass squad.
But you look, friend, let me tell the people at the FA something. Of late, they've developed the tendency of hiding the selection of our team from us.
Sure.
They shouldn't dare. Because the moment they do that, some Ghanaians
They
are
start
going
to
to
rule
be
some trap.
very aggressive and it may affect the love for the team. Nobody is saying they should listen and choose the players based on what we say.
But whoever
When you
they have chosen,
let it come
us
out.
know. Yeah.
It's as simple as that. If you do the sort of shenanigans and skirmishes that they've been doing with our team. We are going to the major tournament, and we will not accept the situation where you've submitted. And you see, they should be the one to, because when you release the name to FIFA, FIFA will put the name on their side when we can go there and get it.
But obviously, no.
So don't allow us to take the news from an outside source. Whilst you can give us the news yourself.
But they'll do a press conference.
Yes, that is a better.
They did it in 2022.
Me like this, the press conference. I know when I get there, they will not allow me to
They will
ask
allow
questions.
you.
Me?
Yes, they will allow you.
Geto Kreku will gather his people
He
to
won't
come
be
and beat
there.
me up.
He won't be there. The
His-
coach and the
oh,
technical
Massa.
guy. And him.
Nobody will be
come-
there.
He won't be there when he was unveiling the Milova. Was he not the one unveiling Milova?
That's unveiling, but naming squad, he won't be there.
And I'm saying that his people are there. You know, since they came, I've not visited the FA premises.
You have to.
Because every day you are talking against the man.
I'm not talking against the man. I praise him when he deserves to be praised. I rubbish him when he deserves to be rubbished.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
What are
When
you
he
talking
said,
about?
what are you talking about?
Now you're.
I mean, are you
No, but if you say positive and you say negative in equal measure, why do you think they will prevent you?
No, but I know them. I've worked with them before. They're
And-
very petty. You don't know?
About the positive?
But they saw Songo was going to do his work. Didn't his people prevent him from doing his work? They are very petty people. You don't know?
Naturally.
I have known people from my station where I worked going to interview them, and they said because of me, they will not grant the interview. Very petty. And when they came, I was told, I said, look at these people, very petty.
Very funny.
Very funny, man. They are my boss too. Or secretary and cook, they are my boss.
So do three things for me. One, let's know if you know a player that you think should get crashed this Black Star squad, that you think can come in and do a job. Two, let's know with everybody available who would be your preferred starting 11. Coach has given, or your preferred midfield pairing, whichever aspect, or preferred defensive pairing, whichever aspect you want to focus on. Let's know.
The Austria team is a good team.
But who says not a good team?
With a good coach, they can worry.
What do they can worry?
That's the whole
but
point.
we are losing
That's
that
the
match.
whole point.
Hey,
Both
they can
games we will
worry.
lose.
that's
Because
they will lose.
Ralph Rangnick,
He's got them playing amazing
football.
And we are playing both games away. That's why I like.
When you don't
We went
stand
to
where
play
you're
in
going to
Japan.
collect like
in
5
Vienna
or 6.
and in Stuttgart. So let's know in the comments. And then, of course, the next week we'll read the comments, right?
Yeah.
We'll share the guys' views on the lineup, their favorite midfield pairing or attacking options. Let's just know whichever aspect of the attacking lineup you want to focus on and what your favorite pairing should be. You don't need to name the entire 11 if you don't have the time. You can do that too if you want, but we are interested in all your thoughts. And if you have some time, you can let us know why you're picking that as well here on the show. Thank you very much for your time. We're back again next week with another episode. Until then, do take care and cheers.